Hi there everyone and welcome to A-level biology with Miss Estrick. In this video it's actually looking at a GCSE and an A-level skill, and that is biological drawing. Now, one of the key things that students thought when this was introduced to the A-level and the GCSE specifications was, why are we being asked to do drawings or critique drawings in a biology exam? And the reason for this skill is to improve observation skills. Now, for some experiments, you might be recording data which is numerical, but in other experiments, like we can see here, growing bacteria in a petri dish, the observation is more visual, and the best way to record those observations is with a diagram. So the drawing is to assess whether you can really observe your specimen closely to then draw it accurately, and can you use your knowledge to demonstrate what are the key important features of what you're observing, because you don't literally need to include every single part of this diagram and all of these small tiny dots. You just need to be able to demonstrate the key structures so that you are able to show the key points. Also, it's so that you can show that you can label and annotate the diagram as well, which also demonstrates your knowledge. So how do you draw biologically then? It is completely different to an artistic diagram. So that's the first thing to be aware. This is not artistic. What you need to include are these 6 points whenever you do a biological drawing. So number 1, you have to title your drawing. Now I have got one here, but it's very faint, so you might not be able to see it. I've got their scientific drawing of a street plate, and I've also got the date there. You have to always indicate the scale, or if it's a diagram from under the microscope, you need to state what magnification it was. All the diagrams have to be drawn in pencil, and they should be sharp as well, so that you can then accurately draw any precise details. There is no colouring or shading. So we can see here the actual E. coli that I grew on this plate was pale yellow, but I've not coloured this in or shaded it. It's just left as the outlines. And that's because the point of these diagrams is just to show shape and proportion. So for that reason, number 5, you have to make sure that what you have drawn is similar to what you've observed. So by that I mean, is it the same size? Is it the same proportions? Those all have to be accurate. And lastly, you might be asked to label key structures. So that is testing your knowledge, but what you need to make sure of is the lines that you are drawing, they need to literally touch what it is you're referring to. So we can see here, that is the E. coli, that is the agar, and you need to make sure that your label lines do not cross over other label lines, and make sure they're not obscuring key parts of your diagram. So those are your 6 key tips of how to draw biologically. Let's have a look at an example. So this is similar to an exam question that has previously come up. So you could be given a micrograph, which is an image from under the microscope, and be asked to draw what you've seen. So draw the mitochondrion from the micrograph and label 2 key structures. Now it's likely for this that 3 of the marks will be for the quality of your drawing, and only 1 of the mark will be for correctly labelling the 2 key structures. So here's an example of an answer that a student might have given here. So within the box they've got their diagram, we can see they've got the title, they've copied over that scale which they were given, they've labelled 4 key structures, so they haven't just gone for 2, they've gone for 4, and they've made sure that the label lines do not overlap. Now if we compare that to the mark scheme, we can see that they have got all of those marks. The magnification was indicated. There is no colouring or shading, even though we can see in the micrograph there were darker sections. They have just given the outline. The mitochondrion that is drawn is the same size, and it does look relatively similar, so that would count as being accurately drawn. And we have got at least 2 key structures labelled, and in the mark scheme they said, for example, they have to give the cristae or the outer membrane, but they've gone for additional ones as well. And the label lines do not overlap. So that's one way that this could be assessed within the exam. You have to do the drawing. Alternatively, you could be given the drawing and the original micrograph, and you are then asked to suggest 2 improvements to that biological diagram. So for example, we've got almost the same diagram, but this time we can see the label lines do overlap in multiple places. They have shaded in some of the structures. They have got a title, and it is to scale the diagram, but they haven't actually stated the magnification. So for 2 improvements, any of these answers would have got you a mark. So the magnification should have been stated. There should be no shading, and the label lines should not overlap. So that is it for drawing biologically. Those are the skills that you need to know to be able to draw the diagrams, but also how you could be assessed on it in the exam. So I hope you found that helpful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up.